Let's make your day better. Join me on this 40-20 workout, 40 seconds of strength training followed by 20 seconds of rest. We do everything twice. As always, it's a full body workout. So just make sure you've got a good range of weights, 5 to 20 pounds. Make sure your mat's out and you've done a warm up, and I will see you on the mat. For our first exercise today, we are starting with a squat to calf raise. So you can do this body weight, or you can take weights up to as heavy as 20 pounds. So feet are shoulder width apart, toes are straight, weights are beside you. We're gonna lower into that squat, chest up, and then pop up on the balls of your feet. So really make sure you sink those hips back, squeeze your glutes at the top, and then pop up on the balls of your feet to get that calf stretch. And done, rest. So, all right, next up are side lunges. So again, you can do this body weight, or you can take one weight at your chest or two beside you. So you pick, always work within your own level. All right, from here, we're gonna stand in the middle of our mat, and we're gonna take the weights beside us and step off to the side in a big step. One weight on the inside of your knee, one weight on the outside, step together, and repeat on the opposite side. So keeping your chest lifted, and pushing off that outer foot. Done. Okay, next up are deadlifts. So rest, and again, you can take anywhere from 12 to 20 pounds in your deadlifts. So all right, feet are hip distance apart, toes are straight, weights face your thighs, chest is lifted as we lower the weights down our legs, keeping those weights in nice and close, rising up, squeezing our glutes at the top. A little bend in your knees, core is engaged. Done. Okay, we snuck that last one in. Next up, reverse lunges. So again, body weight up to, say, 20 pounds, up to you. This is all legs in this first round. So you want to make sure you're standing at the top of your mat, weights beside you. We're gonna take that big step back, drop the knee nice and low, and then push off and step together. So finding your balance, both knees, nice bend at 90 degrees.
Moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Oh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we go and we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game.
And done. And then we repeat. So rest, and we do that one more time. All right, back to that squat and calf raise. So hips back, and then popping up in the balls of your feet. Slight pause at the bottom, getting that good calf stretching at the top.
We're from a different time, yeah. succeed. And we're holding the key. Yeah, we're tired as can be. We're rolling just like
Done. Awesome. Okay, next up, those alternating side lunges.
we're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're gonna run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game and we ride on the flames.
Okay, we're working legs first, big muscle groups. So again, take that big step off to the side, step together, and you really want to push off that outer leg to activate your glutes.
Let the world know. Let the world know.
Done. Okay, set that down. Great job. You should feel tired at the end of each set. So all right, deadlifts are next. Feet hip distance apart. Remember, hinging, spreading those collarbones, squeezing your glutes at the top. Keeping that core tight.
Comes back around. What goes around comes back around. What goes around comes back around. Comes back around. Comes back around. What goes around comes back around. Comes back around. Comes back around.
And the deadlifts are done. Way to go. Woo. All right, that means we finish with those reverse lunges. All right, so shoulders back, nice and tall, weights beside you. Again, let's take that big step back. Find your balance. Front foot, both feet at 12 o'clock. Quads and glutes here.
Comes back around. What goes around comes back around.
And done. Okay, we switch to arms. So quick water if you need to. And we change it up.
What goes around comes back around. Comes back around.
All right, you want weight you can do a bicep curl with. So I'm gonna say anything from 8 to say 15 pounds. We're gonna stand, do your bicep curl, weights to shoulders, change your grip, palm facing each other grip to hammer curl. Alternating, so squeeze your glutes, focus on squeezing those biceps.
What goes around comes back around. Ay. Comes back around.
And whew, done. Okay, great. So next up, we're gonna go into a hinge, bent over row to wide row. So you probably want 8 to say 12 pounds in this next exercise. We're gonna hinge, working back here. Hinge, feet hip distance apart. We're going into a palm facing bent over row. Lower, weights face our knees. And we pull it high and wide at the top. So you're gonna alternate that, keeping that core engaged. done. Whew, okay, next up, we're going into our Arnold Press. So shoulders, I'm gonna suggest anywhere from 5 to maximum 12 pounds. So we're gonna stand, feet hip distance apart, weights face us, palms turned in, out wide, press up overhead, pause at your ears, and rotate those weights to your facing your face. Working external rotator cuff here. So go lighter if you need to. And whew, done. Okay, next up, reverse fly to tricep kickback. So again, anywhere from 5 to say maximum probably 12 pounds on this for that fly. All right, we're gonna hinge again. Feet are hip distance apart, shoulders down. Brace your core, open up those arms nice and wide. Arms come up into a tricep kickback. And then arms lower. Getting your arms nice and straight here at the top. And done. Okay, rest. And we do that round again. All right, so let's go back to that bicep curl to hammer curl. Little bend in your knees, hips are forward, weights face your shoulders, and then we change to that palm facing each other grip. Again, weights to shoulders.
I wasted all my time, I wasted all my nights, I wasted it on someone who's indifferent. He didn't love me right, he told me I was blind, but I never really wanted to listen. You have been here since day one, see my ups and downs.
And, oh, done, way to finish. Awesome job, woof. All right, next up is that bent over row to wide row. So like any combo move, if you have difficulty doing one of the versions, one of the exercises, then just stick with one of the exercises. All right, shoulders down, now pull up, palms face our knees, elbows are high and wide at the top, shoulders are down. Done, okay, great. Next up is that Arnold Press. So again, harder exercise, so go lighter if you need to. All right, feet are hip distance apart, little bend in those knees. We're gonna go palms facing us like we're gonna box. All right, weights go out wide, press the weights over our shoulders, and that little rotation. And done. Woof, bring it down. That's a burner for sure. All right, last one is that reverse fly, rear delt fly to kickback. All right, so again, go lighter if in doubt as always. All right, so we're hinging, chest up, open up those arms, nice and wide at the top. Elbows are tight to your side. And we go into that tricep kickback, working the back of our arms. And woof, done. Okay, great. Now we come down on the last round. So we have 3 exercises. We're gonna start with chest presses. So you wanna make sure you've got, I would say, anywhere from 5 to 20 pounds. We're gonna lay on our back. Legs are up. Elbows are below our shoulders. We're gonna connect the weights over our chest where we drop one leg away from us. So you can do a bent leg drop, bent knee, easier, or straight leg harder. Done. Bring those weights down. And next up, you can go with something, you can do body weight or grab a weight up to 15 pounds. So from here, we're going into a sit up to Russian twist. So weight at your chest, roll up, little leaning back here, weight side to side, weight comes back to center, slowly roll back. So if you don't, an option is to do this without the weight, as always. And done. Okay, great. Next up is a plank. So you can do your plank of choice. That's knees, toes, or you can join me on one of my favorites, a plank to downward dog. So fingers are spread wide, hands underneath your shoulders. We're gonna pop up into a high plank, feet shoulder apart. Nice level hips. Press the floor away from you. You can bicycle your feet here and come back into your plank without letting your hips drop. It's a stretchy one, I love it. And done. Great, we do that one more time and we're done. So let's grab those weights for that chest press again. So working chest, triceps, and your abdominals, particularly your low abdominals. All right, so legs up. Remember, weights come up over the center of your chest, arms come down and briefly touch the mat. and bring those weights down. Way to go. Okay, so again, you can do this with body weight, light weight, or I would say up to 15 pounds. So remember, you're gonna hold that weight at your chest, keep it nice and close to you. We'll rise up in that sit up, slight lean, and we go into that Russian twist, working our obliques. Done. Woof. All right. Plank to downward dog for the win. Woof. Fantastic. And it's a perfect setup to lead us into stretching so that you can do that at home. All right. Remember, feet are shoulder width apart. Hands are right underneath your shoulders. We're going to pop up into that high plank and then pike your hips away from you. Push the floor away from you and come back into your plank. And done. You can go to your knees and woof, another one in the books. A little bit stronger every single day. So way to go. I hope you feel proud of yourself. Make sure that you have some water, do a proper stretch and cool down. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you at the next workout.